Hi, everybody. Welcome to City Market's Mosaic of Flavor live stream tonight. My name is Carrie. I'm City Market's Assistant Outreach and Education Manager. I'm the one who's been sending you all of the emails. So now you can put at least partial face to a name. This is the only time you'll see me on camera. After this, I'm going to head back behind the scenes. If you have questions at any time during tonight's live stream, you can type them into the chat box. I will put a little announcement in there to show you where that is. So you can put that into that, I'll see that, and I can feed that question to our instructor. I will send a survey out tomorrow. We'd love to know your thoughts on the class and ideas for other classes that you'd like to see. As a reminder, tonight's class is a demo class and not a cook along. I know a lot of people like to cook along with our recipes, that's awesome. But for this class especially, we've had a few things that we've prepped ahead of time to make sure it all fits in the time. So you can try your best to cook along if you want, but you might find yourself falling a little bit behind, again, just because we've already prepped a few things. So without further ado, I will turn things over to our USCRI Mosaic Coordinator, Maria, and she will tell you more about partnership and then introduce our instructor. Maria.
Hi, I'm Maria Garrido, and I am one of the co-coordinators of the Mosaic of Flavor series. It's a collaboration between City Market and USCRI, the U.S. Committee for Refugees and Immigrants. And we're very happy tonight to present to you yet another one in our series of classes to highlight members of the Vermont community and other cuisines. We know that we've had a lot of interest in many of the cuisines that are featured here in the Vermont area. So tonight we have Htun from Burma. He is the co-owner of the Nepali Kitchen restaurant in Essex. And he's going to be doing two dishes tonight. One is a Burmese curry. It's a vegetarian curry. It has a little bit of fish sauce in it, but that is optional if you want to omit that. And the other one is called Gorkha Achar, and it's kind of a cross between a salad and a vegetable side dish. It's a salad, but it doesn't have lettuce, so it's not the traditional American type or European type salad. And again, if you have any questions at any point, please enter it into the chat, and we'll be happy to answer your questions. And that's all I have for you now. And I'd like to just introduce Sein from Nepali Kitchen in Essex.
Hello, hi. My name is Sein. I'm the co-owner of the Nepali Kitchen in Essex Junction. So I'll be cooking, just Maria introduced two dishes. First one, we'll cook the Burmese mixed vegetable curry. So if you're ready, we will start now. So first I'm going to tell what involved in the mixed vegetable curry, just the main ingredients. So just a few things, very simple, and just, like you can cook at home anytime, any day. So start with we have a daikon radish. I'm not going to use the whole thing, but just like a little bit of it tonight. And okra, which you can find in any grocery store nowadays, I believe. And then also the long string green bean. That's a little bit tricky. Maybe you might have to go to the Asian, the ethnic grocery stores for this one. But if you don't have this, it's no big deal. You can use any green bean. That's okay. Just a little bit different texture. And I personally like this one better. So, and Chinese eggplant, this one. Please don't use the big one. That one has a lot of very sweet and has a lot of meat in it. But this one has like skin and meat, so it's really good, yeah. And the last one is bok choy. I already cut it, so please cut it off the stem, so it will not be, and then wash it really well because usually it's very sandy. So that one's optional. I know this in the recipe, but you can put it in, or you don't have to do that one. Okay, so I will just show you how to start with cutting the okra. Just cut it off like the top and then like the bottom a little bit, and then just split it between, like cut it half. You don't need to like dice or anything like that, just like this one, just like that. And we'll cut everything in.
Somebody asked they couldn't find daikon radish. Is there something that would be a good substitute for the daikon?
If you cannot find daikon radish, any like a hot vegetable, like for example, carrot also fine. Yeah, carrot also fine. That's okay.
So something a little bit more solid.
Solid, yeah, so a little bit chunky, yeah.
Great. The other thing is if people want to post in the question and answer box where they're watching from, we've found out that our events are actually reaching a much wider audience than just the Burlington, Vermont area, which is amazing and kind of a silver lining in all of this. So if people are comfortable sharing where you're watching from, it's great to sort of get an idea of the scope of where this has reached. So if you feel comfortable.
So that's, I cut up the okra and the bok choy. I already cut it, so you don't need to dice or anything like that, just like this, it's okay. So I will pile it up there. And next, the green bean. So green bean also, we will cut like a couple bunch, but don't dice it. It's just like a baby, like 1 inch long. Or a little bit longer than 1 inch. Put in the same bowl, that's okay. And now the eggplant, the Chinese eggplant. So the same way that I will cut with the okra or the green beans, not too short, just like cut like this piece and then cut it half and make it a little bit long slices, just like that.
We had someone comment for the person that's looking for daikon. If you're in the area, Thai Fat, the grocery store has it in Burlington.
Yep, Thai Fat or Oyani, these ethnic store always, most of the time they have it, I would say, if not always.
We also have the options, again, if you're in Burlington, there's always full out on, is that Williston Road?
Williston Road, yeah.
And then Everest and Essex.
Everest and Essex, and then there's a couple of ethnic store in Winooski.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, there's one on South North Winooski Avenue, Central Market. So any of those stores will have it.
Yeah, there are a lot of great options around here.
That.
I can never go into Everest Market without spending like a ton of stuff. It's so much interesting stuff there. I buy all sorts of stuff. It's great.
It's nice that we have so many in the area.
Now the last vegetable is the daikon. So peel the skin off.
And Mark, yes, we often have daikon here at City Market.
And the same way, daikon also I will cut the same way as I cut eggplant. So for this, the daikon is a little bit harder than other vegetable in this particular curry. So I will put a little bit aside. So I will cook that one first to make it a little bit softer before I put the other vegetable. So just put it separately.
So far, we've got some Jericho, Vermont, we've got Reading, Pennsylvania, and we've got New York City.
Wow.
Awesome.
I'm also from Jericho.
Yep. Yeah, that's kind of been cool to see where people are tuning in from.
Yeah, that's daikons all served. So that's all for the vegetable. That's all cut and prepped. So I'm going to, let's go to how to make the paste for the curry. And there's a few ingredients. The main ingredients are, a few ingredients are onions, always, and garlic, and ginger, and one different, maybe like a lot of people don't cook with it, but lemongrass. All the Burmese curry come with lemongrass. So, but again, you know, like if you don't have it, it's no big deal. Just use garlic, onion, ginger, and chili, hot chili. I mean, like, if you have at home like chili powder, that's fine. You can use it. If not, dry chili or fresh chili, that's okay. You can use any of those. And turmeric, I will use in the curry paste. And the last one is masala, cumin powder. But this one is particularly for the Burmese masala. You can get it at a Thai fat, this one. That's where I got it from. It's Burmese masala. It's a little bit different, different taste and different smell. So try it out. It's really good, I would suggest. So to make a curry paste, usually we have this like in mortar, we pounded everything in there. But here, so simple and easy. We're going to use the blender, quick. So we have blender set up here. Just take up the garlic skin, peel it off, and then just put it in the blender. 2 to 3 cloves for.
Is this curry paste something that you could make to your own taste, or is it a very sort of basic one and everybody uses the same recipe, or is it something that you've come up with?
I come up with, yeah, you can come up with too. It doesn't matter. Just put it in any like spices or herbs you like, and that's okay. You know, sometimes I would throw in like cilantro and things like that when you make it, or curry leaves, or galangal, like Thai ginger thing. That's why I would do it differently sometimes. But whichever way you like, that's okay. And then the good thing about the curry paste, if you don't like it, it's okay, throw away. If you like it, keep it in the refrigerator or freezer. It can last forever, so it can last so long. So that's what I do. And this is ginger. I'm just going to use a little bit of it and just peel.
We have someone watching from Sunnyvale, California.
And lemongrass. Lemongrass, again, you can find any ethnic store or at the city market here. I'm sure they have it. And just peel off the, you know, the hard, all the layers of the skin, and then cut it off, that one. And just chop it before you put it in the blender. Sometimes it can be like chopped at the blender. Just like that. Put it in. And onion, a little bit of onion. Okay. And that's very much it. And then I will put in the chili is again, you know, like if you're using chili powder, some of them are not very spicy. Chilies seem to be a little bit spicier. Or if you're using fresh chili, even spicier. So just go with however much you can handle the spice. So if I'm cooking at home, I would be just putting all of this.
Oh my gosh.
This is not there for me. So I put it like a couple here, or 3 or 4, something like that. And the last is just turmeric. I put it in here. And then the masala, a little bit of it, you know, and then we also use a little bit at the end. So, and just blend it. But to make it a little bit quicker for this class, I already prep it before, but exactly the same way that I prep it. So it's after you blend it, it will look like this, curry paste, you know. And you can make it a little bit drier, or you can make it a little bit saucier if you put in a little bit of water. If you want to keep it longer in the refrigerator or in the freezer, make it a little bit drier so you can use it later. And I made it a lot, and I'll be using it later, I guess.
Pete's really impressed with your knife skills. He says he's very good with the knife.
Oh.
Watching you peel everything with the knife, I was like, whoa, I would have cut myself like 6 times by now.
Yeah. All right, so now we are going to do start cooking the curry paste. And I have the pan already heated up here. We'll use, you can use this for cooking vegetable oil. So any, you know, All's fine. Put in a little bit. I'm just guessing everything, not measuring it here. But you have the recipe. You can follow that. Let's wait for the oil to heat up and.
Kitchen is gonna smell so good in just a few minutes.
So how long have you been here in Vermont?
I've been here about 15 years, or a little bit longer, I would say. Yeah, Vermont is my home now, I guess. That long already, so after I also visited or lived in the Indiana province for about 6 months, and that was okay, but I like Vermont better, so I'm here. Besides the winter, I don't like the winter. Yeah. So, but other than that, everything's amazing and beautiful here.
I bet you're really glad it's finally spring outside, right? Everything's
Yeah,
blooming.
it is, but this spring has been not the way it should be. So.
Seems to be slow.
Yeah. Okay, the oil is already ready, heated up, so I'm going to use a little bit of it, not all, since you guys are not joining for the eating, so we cannot cook a lot here, I guess.
Small batch.
Yeah. Well, the oil heated up, I forgot one thing. I have tomato paste. I mean, like tomato or tomato paste, whichever you prefer. You can use. If you have a tomato paste at home, you can throw it in. If not, you can just about like one tomato, just dice it and put it in the oil, just to make the paste a little bit like thick.
Oh, it does smell so good in here.
Yeah,
So
it smells amazing.
the tomatoes go in there, just cook it down until it is soft. And I can add now a little bit salt here. So again, please follow the recipe, or if you cook and throw in just like me. Can they see this?
You can hold it up to the tip.
Oh, okay. The camera is only there.
Yeah.
So this is how it's going to be look like. It doesn't have to be like too mushy cooked down, the tomato. You see? Okay. And then that's ready to the first. Again the daikon radish will go in first because it cooks a little bit longer than other vegetable, and the rest of the vegetable you can dump it in, or you can throw in everything all together besides the daikon radish. It start that one a little bit quicker. I mean earlier.
Pete wants to know where you learned to cook.
At home, back home, like when we were young, like parents cook, we just hang around, and mainly my mom, from my mom. Never actually went to class or anything like that. And they cook, and then sometimes we're forced to cook, whether we want it or not. So because they're busy, and that's how we learn. And then grew up, learn from here and there from friends and other people also.
He also says that even though you dislike the winter, you can learn how to ski.
Yeah. I just ski, yeah, and I'm Vermont, like they say, like it's the only way to like Vermont if you do something in the winter time. So I pick up skis to, but again, I would go here and there, but so expensive. So it's a lot of funny story about skiing. So
Yeah. When I moved up here, everybody assumed it was because I was into winter sports, and I was like, nope, not really, not my thing.
you are like out there, it's okay. You enjoy it, like it, but to make it go there is a different story. Now I put it earlier. I put a little bit salt, and now I also put in fish sauce. Now, if you don't like fish sauce, that's totally fine. You can use soy sauce also, no problem. If you don't like soy sauce or fish sauce, you can just go with salt. That's okay. That's not like Burmese cooking. Anyone they would joke like when I'm saying like about like, oh, we need to measure that, and they're like, oh, no. Just put it in, just taste the whole time. You'll be cooking and you'll be tasting at the same time. So at the end, you'll be already full. Okay, so daikon is almost cooked. So then I'm ready to put in other vegetable. So just put everything in. Not everything, sorry. Not the bok choy. Please leave bok choy and you can just add at the end with the other vegetable. Okra, green bean, eggplant, they all can go in. Sorry, I should have a separate bowl. But want to be smart.
I just like how it's so, like you said, customizable, like whatever veggies you have.
Yeah. Whatever veggie you have, you just don't have to go with this veggie. This is a super Asian veggie, I would say. Especially like okra, and I just saw like someone's comment the other day on Facebook. How do people eat okra? They say this is something very like yucky. For me, I like it so much, okra.
It's
It's
an
good.
acquired taste.
Yeah.
Somebody asked, what does the fish sauce bring to the dish? What does it add when you add fish sauce?
It's a little bit like salty, of course, and then a little bit like fish flavor, like not fishy, it's just like tastes richer, you know, tastes richer and like back home we use in our cooking back home we use this SG. People here, they don't use it, we don't use it here much, but that's also a little bit like balance it out, fish sauce. And then a little bit like sweet, not like sugar sweet, like that kind of like vegetable sweet type, yeah.
This is when I wish we had smell-o-vision, because you could smell the curry paste when it
So
was
this is
cooking.
all look like, you mix it all together well, and like this, after like this, we just add a little bit of water and cook it until they become soft.
Yeah, and when you added the fish sauce, you could smell the difference immediately here. Yeah.
Fish sauce is definitely not for everyone, but for just like add water, you can cover it or you don't have to cover it, just cook it down in the medium low heat until all the veggies are soft and tender. I mean, you don't have to, it doesn't have to be too long. And the veggie will not be, but please watch until they don't get mushy. This, like all the veggie has to be just like at the pieces, not like all like a soft and mushed up together. And then we will taste the salt and the flavor a little bit later. And now we cook it down. So I'm going to move this one to the other side, and then we'll show you how to make the achar, the salad.
Did they add the dal?
The dal, oh yeah, thank you. Thanks for asking the question. Yeah, I almost forgot the most important one. So this is dal, split yellow pea, and yeah, I thought like something missing. And this one is usually it has to boil down for so long, so I boil it ahead of time, and we just add it in here and cook together. So half boiled, but again, this also when you're boiling, don't make it so mushy. Just like it is soft, but it's cooked, fully cooked, but it's not mushy. So yeah, there we go. That's complete.
Someone said the fish sauce adds umami. Yes, it adds that nice richness.
Yeah.
So again, we're gonna go put that over on the stove to continue simmering so that we have the hot plate available for the second dish. We'll check on that in just a second. Anybody have any other questions at this point? Happy to read more of them out if there are any other questions. Someone asked if you think you could substitute turnips for the daikon radish.
Yeah, that is a good one. Yeah, yeah, that is a good one. You can, yep, definitely. Or if you don't have it, just leave it out. That's okay.
Whatever veggies you got, make it work.
Yep. And now for the salad, we have a few things. So daikon is another one for this salad that we're going to make.
Someone asked, is this a typical meal? So is this curry and the salad, are these like normal everyday meals?
Yeah, it is like very typical meal. I would say like when we're eating, that's like like something like minced veg curry or veg soup, and then salad, or and with a meat curry. So that's like very typical meal, like going like day to day.
Someone else asked, do you serve the curry with rice?
Right, yeah. We were all, I mean, like for us, this is a served with the rice. Yep, we always go with the rice.
Yeah, we made rice earlier, so
Yeah.
that's one of the things we prepped earlier.
So this salad, I'm going to show you a few of them I prepare. So I'm going to show you what it's going and everything. So first thing is daikon. And this one need to be a little bit small and thinner than the curry that I cooked. So you just cut like this. Make it a little bit long like this so it's easier to eat if you're eating with chopstick or forks or things like that.
I will also apologize in advance if the fans over the stove kick on. You might hear the noise that kind of sounds like an airplane taking off, but it shouldn't be too loud once it adjusts itself. Just kick on automatically when they sense heat.
All right, daikon radish in there. And next one is cucumber. Please always find the seedless one. If you don't have a seedless, that's okay. You can just take out the seeds. Or if you like the seed, just throw it in, which I would do.
Krista asked, what kind of rice is traditional, jasmine or basmati?
Jasmine, please. For the curry, I mean, like either one is fine, but I prefer jasmine. But at our restaurant, we serve jasmine.
Great.
No, sorry, basmati. But I like jasmine. So again, the same length for the cucumber as well. But chopping doesn't really matter. You can chop whichever way, but it's like a little bit longer. It's easier to eat.
Everything's kind of cut into sticks.
Yeah, it just like that. Yeah, everything. Curry, this one the same way. But if you want the other way, that's okay. All right. And this achar is more simpler, more ingredients in the curry. So we have also a potato boil, and that's why we boil ahead of time for the potato. It takes forever. So buy and cut into cube or like this. And I'm going to put in the same bowl. We show this way. And another one is this one is a green pea, but don't use if you have it, this is a dry one, we soak it. So it's a different taste. If you're looking at buying like frozen green peas or things like that, that's also okay to use it, but the taste is very different. This one has a little bit spice and a bitter taste in it. And then crunchy.
It's like chickpeas on
like chickpea, yeah. So use this one. Or you can use the other, if you don't have this, that's also okay to use it.
So you don't want the peas to be very soft.
No, yeah. And tomato, or you chop, yeah, like dice, this small dice. Just throw it in there. This is fun one because it goes in a lot of things. And onion, either chop or you can slice it like thinly like this. And ginger also shredded ginger. Shredded ginger. And what else do I have? And I will put in some cilantro, cut it already. I'll add it later, this one. And I have so also aside from that, we also make toasted sesame seeds and then toasted flax seeds, which I already toasted because it takes time to do. So just like in the frying pan, just with a low heat, just toast it, and this flax seed kind of a little bit popped up. So and when it pop ups already.
The flax seed opens up a little bit.
Yeah, opens up a little bit, and then it's all ready. And then sesame seeds, please use for the white one. There's a black and white sesame seeds. Use the white one, and then toast it until they're a little bit brown. Again, in the frying pan with low heat, and keep watching until they toast a little bit brown. Then ready, and I'm going to grind these two together in the grinder. And meanwhile, I'm going to toast. Oil. All right.
Yeah. I love how this is demonstrating that you really don't need to measure. You are doing all of this by eye and by feel, and we tried our best to write down the recipes as to cook, but
so I'm so bad with that, and chili, the last one, the chili in this thing. So I have this fresh red chili. So I'm going to put in one in there. I hope you two are like spicy a little bit.
I'm getting better at like.
So if you can tolerate more heat, can you put?
Yeah, you can put in more. I would put in like a lot in here. I would put in a lot more than that, but just one today. Okay, just slice it, I'll chop it, and then throw it in. Oh, good.
Mark asks, the toasted seeds are done in a dry pan, right? You're doing the oil for something different?
Yeah, I'm doing. You're right. It's a good question. Like toasted seed in the dry, done in a different pan, and the dry one, yes, that's already toast. I'm going to grind it in a minute. But this one is for fenugreek seeds. It looks like this. That's the one I'm going to toast it and then pour it on here. Yeah. Yeah. So it's already heat up. So I'm going to just toast it this one. Yeah.
That's fenugreek seeds.
Fenugreek seed. Yeah.
You've never cooked with them before, are so cool.
Huh?
They're such a cool ingredient. Like a lot of people don't cook with them a lot, and then you cook with them the first time, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah, you toast until this one also almost to like dark brown. It's very quick. The oil is already hot. Thank you. And at the end, you turn it down when the brown, the heat is off, and then let the oil cool down a little bit.
It smells like maple syrup when they toast it. It's sweet.
Yeah, so to make it a little bit colorful for the salad, we added a little bit of turmeric at the end. And then just put it in the hot oil. That's okay, but not too hot. When after you cool down a little bit, so you don't want to burn the turmeric also. Just one pinch, or two pinch.
2 pinches. 1 pinch, 2 pinch. It's like grandma saying, just
Just a pinch.
Just put it in. Just put it in.
Put it in your heart. You'll know when to stop.
I don't need all this well. Do you have something? So
Maybe another one of the metal holes so we don't crack anything.
You know what? I think that's okay. Just put it too much. That pan is heavy. Okay, and then just toasted the fenugreek seed. That is so heavy. That's okay. All right, here we go. Just pour it in here.
Hear that sizzle.
Okay, and just let it sit for 1 minute. I'm going to grind the seed on the
I'm gonna go ahead and put us on mute while we're grinding in the spice grinder, just so I don't blast anybody's eardrums. We'll be right back. All right, we're back.
We're back. So this is I grinded sesame seed, toasted sesame seed, and toasted flax seeds. If you don't have flax seed, or you don't like flax seed, that's okay. Or if you don't like sesame seed, that's okay. You can leave it out, but you will need at least one to make it a little bit nuttier and tastier. And just put it in there.
So is this another recipe that you can kind of make different, or is it not really Gorkha Achar if you change too much up?
Too much will not be the same. If you change a lot, But if you change the vegetable, that's okay a little bit. But use at least sesame seed. If not, the flax seeds, one of them, or together, that's perfect. Do you have a glass? Oh, sure. Let me check my card.
We're gonna go check the curry, see how that's coming along.
Yeah, we're gonna quickly check the curry also, and just put in salt to taste. Or that please follow the recipe. There's cilantro in the chilies in the everything. Now it's like just mix it up all together. Oh yeah, curry is all good, ready to eat. Just we might have to taste a little.
Do you want to spin?
Yeah, I will come there.
No, there's one right in
Oh, this one. Need a little salt. Big pot.
If you would mind washing your hands real quick.
Yep.
Oh, fish sauce, please. More fish sauce. I like fish sauce.
Are we done with this one?
This one done, yeah? Good. Yeah, this curry is back in here and it's all looks like this.
Yeah.
Already cooked down everything, just need to taste a little bit. You just need to add a little bit of fish sauce. Fish sauce is always good for me. Now at the end,
So if you don't use fish sauce, you can just add salt.
yeah, salt or soy sauce, if you, and we will put in the bok choy. Bok choy is before you put it already cooked.
So quickly.
Mix together, and the last touch that's already cooked. So just add in the last is a little bit of cilantro, and that. The cumin, the Burmese masala. I also added already in the paste, but like at the end to make it more like a little bit more curry smell of it. You just put in one pinch at the end, and then done. Cover it in.
Someone asked if you could, when you're done stirring that all in, hold it up to the camera one more time so they can.
Yep.
And I can zoom in a little bit with the camera as well. Get a good look at it. This is where I wish we could always share it with people. I miss in-person classes, but.
I wish you all eating here. So there's it will look like the curry. Can you see?
There we go. Yeah, good zoom in on that.
So like all the veggie, like it doesn't get mushy. The dal is also not get mushy, but it's all mixed together. Tasty. That's done. We're ready to eat.
Is vegetarian cooking common? Like we've chosen to make 2 vegetable-focused dishes this class. Is it common more for people to eat vegetarian? Do people eat a lot of meat?
Like back home is not, meat is not much option. So veggie is yes, because we grow and we, it's a little bit easier to grow and cheaper, but meat is hard to maintain everything. So veggie dishes are very common, whether you want it or not. Yeah. So this one's all set. I put in salt already, and I'm going to put in some lime juice, or you can also use lemon juice. That's okay.
Yeah, you'll notice the recipe that we put out uses mustard oil. We use the vegetable oil to show people that option today. That mustard oil is also a great option for this salad. But I think vegetable is a little bit more accessible for some people.
Fish sauce to taste, salt to taste, and lime juice to taste. And just mix it. Put in the rest of the toasted nuts. Nothing wrong with that. Putting more, that's okay.
No, delicious. Still plenty of time for questions if people have anything else they'd like to put into the chat.
I don't know if you can see this, yeah. It's a little bit, it is dry salad, but not like salad here, like.
Can you hold it up to the camera a little bit?
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's very nutty, like toasted nut, smells really good.
Yeah, it smells amazing in this kitchen. I wish we could share it.
Since I'm not following the recipe, I'm going to taste it. That's what I do. When I cook, I taste the whole time until I feel like, okay, I'm full. I don't want to eat anymore.
And it's time for dinner and you're full.
Yeah. That's perfect.
When we made this for the test cook, it's such a great texture because the hot oil softens everything just a little bit, but it still has such great crunch. It's really awesome texture.
Yeah.
And of course, it smells amazing. I cannot stress that enough. Doing a quick hand wash.
I'm not doing this. Next time I'll be better with a camera, and that's why we need an in-person.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yeah. Okay, so start with rice. With rice, someone. Oh, okay. This is definitely.
I think it's basmati. Sorry.
No, it's all good.
Wow, look at the color.
Yeah, it's all mixed with color, green, dal is perfect. Okra also is not mushy, you can still see the whole pieces of okra.
I think that's why people dislike it, is because it's mushy so easily, but
Yeah,
it's still.
mushy, yeah. Especially if you buy frozen one, no, don't do that. You will hate okra then.
Somebody asked if you hunt or fish back in Burma or here or have a garden. Do you grow or hunt or fish any of your own food?
Yeah, I do all of those. Like back home, we used to do all of those, love to do that. And then I'm lucky to be in Vermont and I can do all of those fishing, gardening, and, hunting, all of those. That's why, like, one reason I like Vermont so much. I have a garden and I love being in my garden and grow all the kind of weird vegetable, which I cannot find around here. So
Right.
it's perfect. So it's going to be look like this, salad, very crunchy and a lot of vegetable, the same curry, and then rice.
Yeah. Mark asked, the curry looks pretty dry, meaning it's just enough sauce to coat the veggies, right? Like you're not.
Yeah. Again, it's a good question, it's a good comment. Sometimes a lot of people will be a little bit like saucier. If people like myself will be a little bit saucier also, but some people like a little bit dry. So, but it's nicely flavorfully coated. So, yeah. But again, you can add a little more, make it like a bit saucy. So, watery. I mean, like not watery. Yeah. I also prepare like that way. Yeah.
Great.
Okay, please eat.
Yeah, it looks
Sorry,
delicious.
everyone. Yeah, thank you. I've never done like in front of the camera. I've done in the group. It's easier, talking. I can see face to face, but it is a little bit difficult.
You did a great job.
Thank
Everybody
you,
saying
yeah.
thank you and loved it. Yeah, we'll leave the chat up for just another minute or two if people have any last minute questions. I know sometimes people are typing really furiously and then I'm like, we're done. And then I cut people off. So we'll leave it up for another minute or two. But big thanks to our instructor, big thanks to our coordinator, big thanks to you all for watching. Again, it's been great to be able to offer these classes and still have that feeling of community even when we can't gather together, which hopefully we'll be able to do soon. But thank you all so much for joining us. If you make this, I would love to see pictures. You have my email since I've been emailing you everything. So if you do make this after watching tonight's demo, I would love to see how it turned out. Somebody asked, what are the seasons like in Burma? Do you eat different foods during different seasons?
Yeah, we do. It's just, like here, again, like you go to grocery store and you can get anything, any season, right? Back home, it's not like that. You have like, you just have to eat whatever comes in that season. So we have 3 seasons, winter, summer, and rainy season. When rainy season rains all the time, non-stop. So that's the time we'll be eating a lot of fish and things like that. And then summer, early spring, we'll be eating more vegetable. Meat is here and there. So yeah, and then all the fruits are come with the season. We cannot just go get mango or like any time or 24 hours. No. It's different, yeah. But here, it's amazing now. Like, I can go into like one ethnic store and I can get anything I want. Almost anything. Yeah. So.
Is meat sort of a special occasion thing? Like
yeah, meat is very and I don't know. It's like it takes time to raise, and back home is not really established. A lot of people are poor, so they don't have a lot of energy, time, and resources to raise animals. Meanwhile, you can raise vegetable quicker and easier. So a lot of people end up eating more vegetable and fish than meat. But here we do eat a lot of meat. So yeah.
Great.
When I'm telling my families back home like how cheap the meat here, they're like, wow, we want some. I was like, no, I want those vegetables.
Yeah, I want vegetables from home.
Yeah.
Someone just asked, what would you like people to know about Burma? Like if you had to say something about your home country to everybody watching, what would you like them to know?
Oh, thank you. So Burma is, we are about like, in Southeast Asia, it's about 55 million people. It's a big country and a lot of people. But it has been under like military dictatorship and civil war for so many years, and it's opened up and transitioned to democratic country about 5 years ago, but just started in January and February, military coup took over. So they're killing each day, and a lot of people are dying. So we're trying to, make pressure or ask, anyone if you know, if you have connection, talk to people, let them know, let your senator know, so all this kind of thing, But it right now is in the civil war right now. The fighting and killing since like February, we're about like almost 700 over 700 people has killed. All are young people, young, like students and children even. They just shoot on the street. So that's what's happening in Burma.
And I have some links from USCRI that I'll send out in the email with the survey about sort of the situation currently in Burma. But yeah, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, thank you.
And Mark wants to know, and you can definitely plug the restaurant again, does the restaurant have Burmese dishes? I love Burmese food, but it's often hard to find here.
As of right now, we do not have yet, but we are planning as, we want to introduce with like more things are open up when people can dine in. We want to introduce that way, and we keep planning and waiting, and this pandemic is not be over. So, but hopefully it will be soon. Yeah.
Definitely check out the restaurant if you're in the area. It's amazing. Maria orders from there once a week.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. And then we have one last question, and then I think I'll wrap things up so that you can put that plate down since you've been staying there all day. Someone wants to know if there's a good news source for information about what's happening in Burma. Is there a certain source that you always turn to?
Oh yeah, that's one particular source in English. You can read. It's Ayurvedi. It's spelled like IRRAWADDY. So ayurvedi.org or something like that. Just go to ayurvedi.com. So that's you can read all the update Burmese news. Yeah.
And that's one of the links that I'll be sending out. The survey.
Yeah, we can send it out there. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Thank you for the interest. Yeah.
Again, thank you so much for your time and your expertise. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to go ahead and end the event, but you have my email if you need to get in touch, and definitely check out the restaurant if you're in the area. Thanks, everybody. Have a great rest of your night.
Thank you.